Hello everyone, moving towards the textual questions of the chapter Deep Water of our book Flamingo. Question number 1. What is the misadventure that William Douglas speaks about? William O. Douglas had just learned swimming. One day, an 18-year-old big bruiser picked him up and tossed him into the 9 feet deep end of the YMCA pool. He hit the water surface in the sitting position. He swallowed water and went at once to the bottom. He nearly died in this misadventure. So this was the misadventure when he felt when he was learning swimming in YCMA pool. He was one day sitting alone on the side of the pool, and one of the 18 years chap has threw him inside the deep water, and he reached to the bottom of the water. He swallowed the water, he choked inside the water, he was not able to come to the surface of the water. So this was the misadventure experienced by Douglas. What were the series of emotions and fears that Douglas experienced when he was thrown into the pool? What plans did he make to come to the surface? Douglas was frightened when he was thrown into the pool. However, he was not frightened out of his wits. While sinking down, he made a plan. He would make a big jump when his feet hit the bottom. He would come to the surface like a cock, lie flat on it, and paddle to the edge to the pool. So there was a question about when he was thrown in the pool, which type of plan he has made in his mind. So when he went inside the bottom of the pool, he was feeling very frightened. His legs and arms stopped working, but his mind was still working, and he has made a plan that as soon as he is hitting the bottom of the pool, he is going to make a big jump towards the surface of the water so that he can come on the surface, and then he will fly flat on the water and started paddling his legs and arms. Next question, how did this experience affect him? This experience revived his aversion to water. He shook and cried when he lay on his bed. He couldn't eat that night. For many days there was a haunting fear in his heart. The slightest exertion upset him, making him wobbly in his knees and sick to his stomach. He never went back to the pool. He feared water and avoided it whenever he could. Now, this misadventure experience was very terrific for the writer, because after coming out of that terror, he was not able to eat, he was not able to lie down on his bed, and for many days there was a haunting fear all around him. And after doing a little exertion, a little hard work he is going to face, he started feeling a type of weakness in his knees and a sickness to his stomach. Then whenever there is a thing raised that he has to go back to the pool, he always try to avoid to do that the same thing. Next question, why was Douglas determined to get over his fear of water? His fear of water ruined his fishing trips. It deprived him of the joy of canoeing, boating, and swimming. Douglas used every way he knew to overcome this fear he had developed since childhood. Even as an adult, it held him firmly in his grip. He determined to get an instructor and learn swimming to get over this fear of water. So how he is making planning to get over this fear means this was a fear that was always come whenever he was going on a small boat for boating, for swimming, for fishing. Everywhere this fears followed him. So Douglas decided to overcome this fear of his childhood by holding instructor for the swimming. Means he just want to making a plan to learn swimming again, to take this fear of water out from his heart. Next question, how did the instructor build a swimmer out of Douglas? Means how Douglas became a swimmer. The instructor built a swimmer out of Douglas piece by piece. For 3 months he held him high on a rope attached to his belt. He went back and forth across the pool. Panic seized the author every time. The instructor taught Douglas to put his face underwater and exhale, and to raise his nose and inhale. Then Douglas had to kick with his legs for many weeks till these relaxed. Then after 7 months, the instructor told him to swim the length of the pool. So completely it took 7 to 8 months to learn swimming and becoming a good swimmer by Douglas. His instructor tied a belt around his belt, and that belt was tied with a rope, and the next end of the rope was held by the instructor, and slowly he started learning how to breathe out and how to exhale inside the water. Then he started learning to kick, how to kick with his legs, and to make his legs to obey his commands. And after that, the instructor told him to complete the length of the pool by swimming. So like this, with the hard work, with a lot of practice, months practice, he became a swimmer. Next question, how did Douglas make sure that he conquered the old terror? Douglas still felt terror striking when he was alone in the pool. The remnants of the old terror would return, but he would rebook it and go for another length of the pool. He was still not satisfied, so he went to the Lake Wentworth in the New Hampshire, dived off a dock at the Triggers Island, and swam 2 miles across the lake. He had his residual doubts, so he went to Meteor Glaciers, dived into the warm lake, and swam across to the other shore and back. Thus, he made sure that he had conquered the old terror. Now the instructor part is finished. Now Douglas has to conquer over her fear alone himself. So for this, he just trying to go the pool alone, and he started swimming alone. But the old terror is still with him, but he is not satisfied. So to take out this fear, he started swimming in the outer lakes. Okay, so he went in the Lake of Wentworth in New Hampshire and take a dive into the Triggers Island. Then again, to clear all his doubts from his mind, he approached towards the Meteor Glaciers and dived into the warm lake, and then again swam across to the one shore to the other. And like this, he conquered his old terror and he became a very good swimmer. Next question, how does Douglas make clear to the reader the sense of panic that gripped him as he almost drowned? Describe the details that have made the description vivid. So in the story, Douglas has described how he is having the fear when he was drowning in the lake. So what are the phrases they are used by Douglas in the chapter that shows its fear? So Douglas gives a detailed account of his feelings and efforts to save himself from getting drowned. He uses literary devices to make the description graphic and vivid. For example, those 9 feet were more like 90. My lungs were ready to burst. I came up slowly. I opened my eyes and saw nothing but water. I grew panically. I was suffocating. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. So all these phrases shows that Douglas is struggling with the fear of water when he was inside the pool. So this is creating, these all phrases creating a type of vivid or many description of showing the fear what can be felt by Douglas when he was inside the pool. Another question, how did Douglas overcome his fear of water? When Douglas grew up, he took the help of an instructor to learn swimming. His training went on from October to April. For 3 months, he was taken across the pool with the help of a rope. As he went under, terror filled him and his legs froze. The instructor taught him to exhale under the water and inhale through the raised nose. He made him kick his legs to make them relax. Then he asked him to swim. He continued swimming from April to July. Still, all terror had not left. He swam 2 miles across the lake Wentworth and the whole length to the shore and back to the warm lake. Then he overcome his fear of water. So the journey to overcome the fear of water by Douglas is very long, near about 7 to 8 months, starting in the 3 months of the starter. The instructor told him how to exhale and inhale inside the water, how to kick the legs, how to swim alone and to cover the length of the swimming pool. And after the finishing of the instruction, he himself made him ready to go and swim on the outer area out of the swimming pool. And from April to July he continued doing swimming and started doing the practice by crossing the distance of the lake Wentworth and of the lake Warm Lake. He dived into the warm lake, and like this he overcome the fear of water. Came to the last question. Why does Douglas as an adult recount a childhood experience of terror and his conquering of it? What larger meaning does he draw from this experience? So the terror of the water that is experienced in his childhood by Douglas, how he is taking out the larger meaning of his terror and presenting through this chapter. The experiences of terror was a handicap Douglas suffered from during his childhood. His conquering of it shows his determination, willpower, and development of his personality. He drew a larger meaning from this experience. In death, there is a peace. There is a terror only in the fear of death. He had experienced both the sensation of dying and the terror that had of it can produce. So the will to live somehow grew in intensity. He felt released, free to walk in the mountain paths, climb to peaks, and brush aside fear. So the fear that made Douglas handicapped, but with his own determination, with his own confidence, with his own willpower, he developed his personality and overcome his fear. And the larger meaning of from this chapter he has taken out that there is so peace in his death, because he himself face very closely to death. Okay, so death is means fear is nothing there, but the fear is only of death. So once you have taken out the fear of that, you are going to get the success definitely. So he has experienced both the sensation of the dying and terror, and he himself took out this sensation of dying and terror from his heart, because there was a willpower, there was a intensive desire to live. And when you are having some very desire that is very intensive, very high, so you are ready to do anything. So that's why he was able to walk to the mountain paths, climb to the peaks, and brush aside his fear. Now it's time to go through the phrases that we have gone through in the very beginning of the chapters, and we have to take out the meaning in the context of the text. So treacherous means unpredictable danger of the Yakima River. Misadventure is drowning incident during his childhood. Subdued my pride means to overcome his shyness to go naked in the pool. Bob to the surface like a cock means to take high jump to upward from the bottom of the pool. Failed at the surface called to wave arms to come to the surface of water. Curtain of life fell is means life came to an end. Fishing or landlocked salmon is called fishing for salmon fish in Colombia. Back and forth across the pool means going and coming back, covering the length of the pool. So these were the meanings with the related with the chapter. So yet here we have completed all the textual part, the explanation, the question answer, as well as the meaning and phrases. So that's it for now. We'll meet again.